Hello and welcome back to my little channel. I again apologize. It wasn't meant to be this long between videos, but whatever. I'm working at my own pace. Okay? That's just that. I'm gonna be doing my May wrap up in this video. I ended up reading 8 books, which is way more than normal, but I did do a just for fun 24-hour reading vlog. I mean reading challenge. I did not record it. But I do them whenever I feel like I'm not reading enough, just to push myself a little bit, and it works. So I listened to 3 audiobooks in that vlog. Sorry, I keep saying vlog during the challenge, and 3 physical books, 4 audiobooks. No, yeah, 3 audiobooks. Okay, and then I have some other reads, so I'm gonna talk about those. Um, I hope you enjoy the video. I'll also talk about what I'm reading in June, or what I want to read in June, so my June TBR or whatever, and then what I'm currently reading, because I have finished books in June. So yeah, we're just gonna get into it now. So I think the first book I finished in May was The Hearth Witch's Guide to Magic and Murder by Kiri Gallagher. I actually really enjoyed this a lot more than I initially thought I was going to. Um, and I, yeah. So this book is about, what is her name? I read this kind of long ago. Avery Hemlock, who was imprisoned but let out of prison to help, solve a murder. That may or may not involved magic and the fae that's in this world. And she meets a girl who lives in the same building as her now, and her name is Saga, and she's human but has some mysterious connections to what's going on. So they end up working together on this case, and I loved their dynamic. So Avery was in prison for 200 years, so she has no idea how the world works anymore, and I just loved watching her learn and explore, and her relationship with Saga grow. And I liked the plot. I liked the murder mystery. I liked the magic. It was like a cozy murder mystery, pretty much. Pretty, yeah, magical mystery, cozy, cute. It is a series. I think it's a duology, so I will be picking up the second book at some point. Couldn't tell you when, but I will. But yeah, that is The Hearth Witch's Guide to Magic and Murder. I think I gave this a 4 star, which is amazing. Great read. Really enjoyed it. I would recommend it if you like magic and fae and all that fun stuff. Be real though, I don't like this copy all that much because it's bending all funny. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. Also, sprayed edges on paperback they're just so ugly. They're so ugly. It looks awful. It looks awful. I don't like it. But anyways, that is the first book I read in May. I think I keep saying June on accident. I then listened, and then I started the. Oh no, I'm missing a book. Give me a sec. I got 100 pages into Babel and then started the 24-hour readathon. Um, and I finished Babel. It took me 6 hours. So I had already gotten 200, I think, pages into this when I started the readathon. It took me 6 hours to finish it. 6 hours of the 12 hours supposed to read that day to finish Babel. I did end up giving Babel 5 stars. I don't think it was as exciting as I wanted it to be, but nonetheless, okay, if you know what Babel is about, it's set in 1828 in Oxford, and this university uses silver to work. It's like their magic system, and it works with translation. Robin Swift, that's his name, is from Canton and gets dragged by this strange professor and is raised in London. Really without a choice because his parents died, and it's literally the first chapter. Um, but this goes through Robin's fight with his identity and, being as privileged as he is, but also in the middle of a like really racist area. The elite buy the silver. They're the only ones that can buy the silver that can literally magically fix things. And the poor are left out. And the poor includes Robin's home country, but he's blind to it until he goes back for a project. And that's when he kind of starts to unravel. This book addresses assimilation, race, power, money so well. That's mainly why I gave it 5 stars. Was for that, not necessarily mine. Like, it was a good book, so I did thoroughly enjoy it. I will say I did not like the ending all that much. Like, it was fine, but I felt like there could have maybe been more, you know. Also, whatever. I did cry. I did cry a little bit. Well, by R. Kwong, I finally read it. I finally did it. Look at the tabs. Insane. I enjoyed it though. I enjoyed it. And then after that, finishing that in the readathon, I went and finished. Actually, I think I finished this before. I don't know. Small Things Like These. Small Things Like These by Claire Keegan. I listened to this on audiobook. Um, it was good. It was pretty. The writing was pretty. I think the only thing I have, like, my only problem with books like this, is there's just so much of the like the lone guy saves the girl who's in this abusive situation. It's always a guy. It's always a guy. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm sick of the whole guy savior thing in these books. But nonetheless, it was good. Again, it brings small things like these about this small town, and this guy discovers this very abusive thing going on with young girls. And he gripes with what's wrong and what's right and what should I do about the situation. It's good. It's short, good for a short book. The writing was good. That's all I really have to say about that. And I think, yeah, and then I finished Babel. And then I went on and read. Let me grab it. Okay. Sky Daddy by Kate Folk. This is okay, so if you know what Sky Daddy is, this is about a girl who gets off 2 planes. She wants to get married to a plane. She likes planes a little too much. And this book is about her just trying to gripe with that and deal with it and try and kind of fit into normal society, knowing that this is very odd. It's like that one show about strange addictions. It's literally what it is, except hers is getting off 2 planes and turbulence. I enjoyed this. It was weird, but I feel like I didn't get as much as I wanted to out of this as I was hoping. Like, there wasn't much character development, in my opinion. She kind of just stays the same throughout the book, and it's like the big ending was just her getting what she wanted. Like, nothing really changes. We truly just go in a big circle, which is like fine, but I don't know. I wanted more out of this. It's also quite long, 300 pages. A little, like a good 50 pages too long, in my opinion. Yeah. It's Sky Daddy. I think I gave this a 3.5. I know. That's kind of low for what I was hoping to give this book when I initially got it. I was so excited for it, but it's okay. It's okay. Oh, okay, cool. You can see the stack. The Lamb. The Lamb by. I have my, like. I don't know. You can't see it, obviously. I have my, like, May wrap up. I'm looking down at this. If you see me looking down. I read The Lamb by Lucy Rose. I've wanted to read this for so long. I actually had no idea what it was about, and to be honest with you, I just knew it was horror. This is about a mother and a daughter, cannibals, and it's about the daughter realizing how bad it is that what they do. So they lure people into their cabin to eat them. And she kind of starts like, wow, maybe we're not very good people. Maybe we're the bad ones here, not them, you know? And it just, yeah. It's about, and it was good, okay? It was good. It's decent, like, but you can tell it's a debut book, you know what I mean? Um, I liked the horror, I liked the cannibalism aspect, but um I do think the writing was a little too like pretty. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? I know literally the first like few sentences. On my fourth birthday, I plucked 6 severed fingers from the shower drain. The tub yellowed near the plug hole, and there was this peachy hue on the curve of the bath. It was the same color as my skin, milky and a little buttery, like the outer edges of a bruise. It's just a lot. Um, but which is fine. But I know a lot of people actually don't like that. Those super like fluffy, pretty, aesthetic type writing. I like it. I was fine with it, but I think my biggest thing was like I just said, they lure people into the woods where they live and eat them. How has nobody been like, well, that's weird. They live out there alone. These people constantly go missing in their area. Maybe they have something to do with it. Like, isn't that the most sensible thing to do in this situation? Like, you have people missing, you go missing every like other day in this area, and you don't question the mother and the daughter who live alone in a cabin in the middle of these woods. But yeah, it wasn't terrible. The ending did make me cry. It did make me cry a little bit because I wanted her to have a happy ending. Spoiler, she doesn't. Little girl does not have a happy ending, unfortunately. And it made me very sad. I wrote it. It was good. I think I gave it like, I don't think I gave it 4 stars. I think I gave it 3.5. 3.75. I gave it 3.75. I love having a journal that I write everything in because I can just like look at it instead of pulling up Goodreads somewhere because I don't feel like doing that. I listened to 2 other audiobooks. One was The Unselected Journals of Emma M. Lyon by Beth Brower. Beth Brower. I picked this up just because I need something short and sweet, and I wanted to just lay down and listen to a book. I've heard about this series several times, and I was like, they're short. Let's give it a go. I enjoyed the first one. It was fun. I was laughing. I was smiling. I was like, ooh, what's happening? Got a little angry. You know, at some characters. If you've read it, then you know. But yeah, I think I gave it like a 3.5. Nothing insane, but I did enjoy it. I'll probably continue the series considering they are very short. It's about Emma. She just got back from a, what do you call it? I forgot what it's called. Like a, not an internship, but that's what I'm gonna call it for now because I can't remember the word they used in the book. And she wants the property that she owns, but this guy's alive, her uncle, whatever he is, and she can't get it when he's alive. So she's fighting with that. If you want something easy and simple, go ahead and listen to the audio. I'd highly recommend it. I also listened to Artificial Condition, which is the second book in Martha Wells' Murderbot series. Again, I just picked this up because I needed something simple. I said I didn't know if I was gonna continue it, but I feel like if I ever do another 24-hour readathon, I'm gonna listen to the Murderbot series because it's just so easy. This was good. I actually kind of like this one a little more than the first one. I liked the characters. I liked the plot. I think I gave it a 3 again. I gave it a 3.5. Bot meets, oh, what's his name? It's like these 3 people who are trying to get something back from their old boss, but he's also being followed. Yada yada. It's good. It's fine. It's fun. It's easy. Nothing insane. Our last book that I read in May, and it is When Among Crows by Veronica Roth. I've been wanting to read this for so long. I finally got my hands on a copy of it. It's so short and sweet. I gave this 4 stars. Yes, I did. So this is about our main character Dimitri, who has a secret little identity and is fighting with it. He meets Nico, Dimitri, and Alla run around together, but they quickly learn that Dimitri is not who he says he is. And there may not, or maybe, a little romance ensues. cute. It was good. It's based off Slavic folklore, which is really cool. I did have to do some I did have to look things up, but like that's the fun of it. You know what I mean? For such a short book, it holds a punch, and I really enjoyed it. And I will be picking up the second one. So that is all I read in May. I'm very proud of myself. I am. June TBR consists of 5 books. I've already read 2. Okay, so my June TBR consists of 5 books, and I've already read 2. So I'm gonna show you those 2 first. I'm not gonna like give a review on them right now, but I'll show you them first. So the first one was Cemetery Boys by Aiden Thomas. I heard a lot about this. It's Pride Month. I was like, okay, I have to read a little gay book. You know what I mean? Oh, Yadriel, who is trans, a trans man, and his family isn't very accepting of that, especially with their tradition and their culture. This is about him trying to prove himself to his family, which he really shouldn't have to do, but he does. And ends up conjuring back somebody he didn't mean to conjure back up, and they kind of fight their way through this system. It was good. Oops, I'm not doing a review. Stop. Okay. The next book is First Time Caller by B.K. Borison. This is the other one I did read. I finished it 2 days ago. This is about Aiden Valentine, who is a radio romance hotline guy, and Lucy Stone, who can't find her spark in romance anymore. And finds out that Aiden can't either, so they, romance ensues. This is a romance book. This is one of the first like contemporary romances I have read. Like it is a romance. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. No, I'll just say that for now. And the other 3 books that I wanted to read this month, I'm like halfway through one of them, is Cabal by Clive Barker. This is a very strange book. This is about a guy named Boone who realizes he might not be who he thought he was, and ends up finding this new identity and is fighting to not stay alive, but just fighting for his life and some others' lives. They're shapeshifters, kind of working with them. And that's what this is about. How far am I into? 165 pages into it, and I'm enjoying it a lot so far. So the other 2 books, The Familiar by Leigh Bardugo. I don't really know what this is about. In a shabby house in the new capital of Madrid, a lowly Scalon hides a gift for little miracles. But when her employer discovers Luisa Catato's secret talent, she demands Lucia use her illusions to win over the royal court. That's all I'm gonna read because I can't read apparently today. Yeah, I honestly thought this was about vampires when I first saw it, and I was like, it's not. It's about like royal fighting and kings and desperate people. So I'm gonna read Air by Sabat Tahir. I don't like how big this it's bigger than my face. Oops, I cut. I don't like reading a book that's bigger than my face, but whatever. It also has sprayed edges. Still don't really like that, but it's fine. Magic, empires, kings and queens. Prepare for a ruthless and romantic story that introduces a new generation of characters set in the same world as the Unforgettable. Air interweaves the lives of 3 young people as they grapple with power, treachery, love, and the devastating consequences of unchecked greed on a journey that may cost them their lives and their hearts. Literally. There's a literally at the end of that. Wow. Okay, so that's what I'm reading in June. I'm enjoying my June reading month so far. I have read other books. I've read 2 other books in June so far, so how fun. I'm doing good on reading. That'll be the video. I hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna try and record every Sunday. We're gonna see. I can't promise anything. But I'll try. Thinking of doing like a journal tour, because I did get the new journal I mentioned in the last one. I would love to show you guys like my pretty spreads. Like, come on. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll be back with a June update or a June wrap up or a journal tour. We'll see. Yeah, I hope you liked it. And I'll see you in the next video. Ciao!